This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, at home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Falcons will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense in a bunch formation. Here's the handoff. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. All right, guys, let's chat a little Wyoming. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
And the Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Anderson will throw. Zings it complete to the right. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. That is exactly why they call the running back the safety valve. They used it, and they used it to perfection.
Yeah, and you want to push the ball down the field. You want to make those big plays, but you see the defense. They bring the blitz. I got the running back open, dump it to him, let him do the rest, let him get the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
The fullback. This takes me back to my days growing up. watching the fullback, being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
To give to the big fullback. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Now on the option. Give to the running back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Carson. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You got to give it to the defense. Took all of the quarterback's options away down the field. They forced them to check it down, and they were rallying around that fullback. Hats to the football, and they create a negative play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
The Falcons can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run the option. Hard running there. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Falcons are facing 3rd and inches. Fullback's got it. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
Trying to get the corner. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Black 14. Black 14.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Falcons are threatening on 1st and goal.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
The big fullback's got it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5.
Red 54.
Here comes the option. Trying to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires it incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Here's the give off the left side. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Durr. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Anderson wants to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And the Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the option. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. On these option plays, you just have to take what the defense gives you. And if that means handing off the dive or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time was really hoping it was going to be his number called, but there was nothing there. He tried to do too much. It's a huge negative play, and it sets this offense going in the wrong direction.
He wants to go deep. Pulls it in on the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll pitch it. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Air Force. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel.
He's loose on the left. The 20. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Tight end now in motion. Anderson will throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Durer. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wyoming.
And how about it? They change up the option look, run the option, but the receiver is the pitch man. And when he gets it, he does what he does best. Turn the afterburners on and takes it to the house.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll move the wide receiver. They want to run this quarterback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well, then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Anderson wants to throw. This time he's got his man. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. First down.
Caught over the middle. It's Fitzgerald. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Let's talk for just a moment about Wyoming. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And now on second down for this offense. They just keep firing. Pulls it in. It's Fitzgerald. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Anderson will throw. Got it in the middle. It's Sargent. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll pass on the 50-yard field goal try and instead try to pick up the first down here on fourth. Looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Anderson wants to throw. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Latham. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Gets the back moving on the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
The option look. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
They'll run the option. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Cowboys will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Didn't find much running room on first down. 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Goes to the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The Falcons send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short.
Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. And that one will put him up here in the second half. A long run from the running back, not exactly setting any land speed records, but he got the job done.
It was a long run that took a long time because he's not the fastest guy in the world, but it doesn't matter, right? Get that nose for the end zone, get in the goal line. That's all that matters. That's all we're keeping score. That 6 counts for just as much as all those fast guys. They get there in a hurry.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Florida took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Gainesville. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Breaks into the open. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
And the Falcons come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Motion from the back. A run for the quarterback. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Sticks it in his belly. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Falcons come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll send the back in motion. On the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Caught behind the line. It's Latham. On the move at the 30. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's the way to catch it, big fella.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Just keep slinging it. Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Nestled just inside that right upright. And it's a deadlock here in the third quarter after the field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Finding open areas. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Cowboys with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Anderson will throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now on the option. Now the toss. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And the Falcons really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grab near the marker, it's Harris. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Get ready. Set.
He'll ride his man on the option. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Line is set on 3rd down.
Single, single. Halo. Set. Ready.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Toss to the outside. Look out, he's got room. He has the first and still on his feet. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Sargent. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. Anderson wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
On his way back from the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Give to the fullback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Carson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. What a sweet catch and run. The big fullback lowering those pads and getting the steamroller going.
And let me tell you something, Reese. When you see that guy in the open field, it becomes business decision time. Like, where do I want to hit the big fella? Because he's built like a tank, and he's looking to run people over.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down. Anderson will throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. From the gun, wants to pass. And is incomplete on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
That is no good. After the miss here in the fourth quarter, still deadlocked.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Gives it on the option. Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And on second down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. Back to throw, it's Fowler. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the...
Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, running back gets the give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Now on the move. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. They'll run the option. He's just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the option. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And it's the throwback fullback picking up the first down. Great effort on 4th, surging ahead to keep his offense on the field.
And the Falcons back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the fullback. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff to the fullback. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This almost certainly to win the game. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout, Air Force.
The Falcons trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. The give to the fullback. Touchdown Falcons! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To throw, it's Fowler. Caught near the sticks, it's Fitzgerald. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.